For number 4, it says find the range, okay, that's your y's, of each function for the given domain. This is the given domain right here, your x values. So let's plug in the x values. And then I went ahead and put the function in here for you that you're going to plug into so that we know that we're going to use 4 all the way down. And then we're going to take 4 times your x. So to show multiplication, we're going to use those parentheses. And then after the parentheses, you're going to add 2. So your x values right here, you're going to plug them in to this. And now my goal is to go through and solve each one of these math problems. So, if I multiply, I get negative 8 plus 2. Negative 8 plus 2 is negative 6. That's your y value. Okay, 4 times negative 1 is negative 4, but I have to add 2. And that's negative 2. 4 times 0 is 0. Plus 2 is 2. 4 times 1 is 4. Plus 2 is 6. And then 4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. So these are in order from least to greatest. And then we want to write it in that set notation. So we want to put our braces because that's what we were given in the domain up here. So negative 6, negative 2, 2, 6, and 10. If you need to pause, you go ahead and pause. And then come back. I'm going to go ahead and move on to number 5. So for number 5, it doesn't say to list your ordered pairs, but I really want you to practice that because it's going to help you fill out your domain and your range. So you can write it up here, you can write it down here, wherever it makes sense for you. So I start from my left to go to my right. So I'm going to start right here at negative 3, 0. And then I have negative 2, 1. And then negative 1, 2. And then 0, 3, and then 1, 4. So for my domain, those are my first numbers. And they're in order from least to greatest. For my range, I have the second numbers. Okay, so I want to put them in least to greatest, and they are. And that's it for that one. Just to state the domain and the range. Okay, for number 6, what value of the function f of x equals 6x when x equals 0.75? This one is where you plug this in for x only. So you're just saying 6 times 0.75. If I take 6 times 0.75, I get 4.5. In number 7, this equal right here, this word equal to, is important because that means you're going to set this equal to 17. So it'll look like this. Oops. 4x minus 7 equals 17. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and solve the equation by adding 7. I get 4x equals 24. If I divide both sides by 4, we get x to be 6.